Welcome, everyone. Now, this is my first live stream, so bear with me as I learn how to use this platform. So I kind of want to go over a little bit of Pulsechain. This live stream will be fairly quick too. I'm not going to spend a ton of time. I'm just trying to get a feel for things. So, and I kind of have a cold. Let's see. Well, I'd like to give a little introduction about my crypto background. Now, I've been in crypto a few different times. Back in 2014, I bought Bitcoin for the very first time, not really knowing much about crypto at the time. And fast forward to 2017 when we went on the run to 20K, oh shit, I forgot I own crypto. So I kind of just looked at my Coinbase account and figured out the login information. And then I seen that I had made money, so I sold it, not really knowing what I was doing. And then fast forward again to 2020, that's when I found Hex, and I've been in crypto ever since. So that's kind of where I start and where I'm at now. So let me share my screen. Let's see. Now, the headline of this video is about Pulsechain and how it could possibly be an opportunity of a lifetime. Now, on here, if you look at all these other layer ones like Ethereum, Solana, ADA, AVAX, DOT, BNB, and other ones too, like Phantom, that I don't show on here. But the average is a 1,123x from ICO to all-time high on average in 3.8 years. Now, could Pulsechain do that? I definitely think it could. And if we pull up a calculator, now the sacrifice for Pulsechain, really you got in at a hundredth of a penny. And if it did, let's see, I move this. If it did a 1,123x, that'd put it at just over 11 cents. So depending on if you got into the sacrifice or not, you really could make some decent returns. Now, if you miss the sacrifice and you are looking to get in it, a few things you can possibly do would be buy Hex right now. That way, it doesn't have to be Hex. You could buy another ERC20 coin that you think might do well on Pulsechain. But if you were to buy Hex, hypothetically, you'll own Pulsechain Hex when Pulsechain launches. And from that point on, you would be able to then trade your Pulse Hex for Pulsechain day one. So that allow you, or whenever you decide to trade it, depending on what's going on the network. You might want to be cautious and wait for the dust to settle a little bit because there's going to be a lot of crazy shit going on. Excuse me. When Pulsechain launches. I wanted to pull up. Oh, I'm already on here. Now there's rumors of Testnet V3 soon. Let's see, ADP, she always is posting rumors, but I mean, not necessarily rumors, I guess, but her and a walrus made a tweet the other week saying that Testnet V3 might be soon because devs were in contact with other devs. with the Pulsechain devs, I guess. Let's see. I'm trying to find that tweet. Bear with me 1 second. Another thing is, if you are looking to get into a few Pulsechain projects, I mean, really, I'm RH Maxi for the most part, but there are a few other projects I do like Fiat and Liquid Loans and Famous upcoming. The sacrifice is going on right now, actually, for that. And Coin Hub, a 40x. Actually, let's pull that up. Where'd my calculator go? Damn it. Let's see, what would a 40x from current prices be right now? What's hex at? Oh, we do have a slight little dip, which is nice. Should buy that. So a 40x would bring us around these prices, $1.06, almost $1.07. So if you think about that, and you're getting a copy of that, Jesus, like I don't know how much. Like I try to explain to people how big of an opportunity this is right now, and some people hear it, some people don't. I mean, you do what you could do. But buying Hex right now is crazy. Like it's a steal. Now look at the Hex daily stats for the day. Another key thing to look at is you can see the T-share price is starting to increase rapidly. We are now over 25, we jumped 36. We're now over 25,307 Hex per T-share, which if we click on apphex.win, it kind of has projections here, but by like the start of 2024, I mean, we're looking at around 35,000. $35,000 Hex per T-share, which is crazy to think about. Like when we started, it was what, 10,000 Hex per T-share. Yeah, it's really starting to take off. I'm excited to see what Hex does in this next bull run with all the factors included. Any idea when it's going to launch? I mean, if the Testnet V3 actually comes out soon, then I would assume Pulsechain would be right around the corner within maybe 2 weeks to a couple months. I don't see why Pulsechain would take that much longer after, because pretty much Testnet V3 it's signifying to everyone that Pulsechain is pretty much ready to go. It's just the last step. They're putting V3 is what the finished product actually is. So when V3 is released, you'll actually be able to play around with everything as if it was mainnet. So it's all dependent then if everything runs smooth and there's no hiccups at all within a few weeks. It's all up to when they decide to launch it. So, I mean, like I think we're getting pretty close. So if we could get Testnet V3 and by the end of the month or early January, you probably could see Pulsechain no later than February, March. Like it's a high possibility. Now, I don't know if there's anything that has to do with like the markets that might stop Richard from delaying Pulsechain or not. I think he just wants to get it out. And you do have the highest stakes documentary that's also pretty much done, ready to go. So I mean, it's like a perfect storm. Like you're getting the bear market will not be around very much longer. And then you throw in the aspect of the Testnet V3, and you throw in the factor of the highest of stakes and launching at the bottom or the beginning of a bull. bottom of a bear, beginning of the bull, you're going to get a lot of opportunity, a lot of forward momentum, possibly. So Pulsechain, Magnet, I don't think we're very far. I think we'll be obviously 2023 now, since we're almost there, but it shouldn't take too much longer, I wouldn't think, because all we're doing is forking the Ethereum code, ETH 2.0, which, I mean, it's just copy and paste. Like, so if there's any other factors like market conditions, that might be something that could possibly hold it up. Like, I don't know. But yeah, when Testnet V3 and that's the thing too, is like, you guys want to be loading up. If you want to buy Hex and want the copy, you probably should get loading up on as much of it as possible, because once V3 is announced, or when he tells you when it goes live, you're probably going to see Hex pretty much fly. To what price? That's anybody's guess. I mean, everything's speculation, and this is never financial advice, by the way. So, but you would rather buy at 2 2/3 of a penny, or, well, 2 pennies, 0.027, than buying it at 6, 7, 8 cents. So, I mean, getting your Hex now is going to allow you to buy before the price pushes up, because what's going to happen most likely, again, not financial advice, is that when Testnet V3 launches, you're gonna see the price of Hex pretty much just go, because the anticipation of PulseNet mainnet being right around the corner is going to be like, it's going to be so much, there's going to be so much hype around it that you're not going to necessarily get left behind, but it's a good possibility you're going to miss out on some good entry prices that you could get right now, especially if you're waiting and see if the price might go lower. Like, I wouldn't even fuck with that. Like, I would just buy dollar cost average in if you can, and then, you know, whatever happens. If it does go a little lower, then you keep dollar cost averaging down a little bit. But when Testnet V3 is announced, or when he decides to let it go live, you're not going to see Hex under 3 cents again. Like, I highly, highly doubt it. So how high will it go? That's anyone's guess. I mean, on the way to Pulsechain being delayed up to the launch after the sacrifice over, I mean, you've seen Hex, what was in September, go up to 55, 56 cents. I mean, I think a lot of that had to do with Pulsechain too. So when Testnet V3, a lot of traders exited. I think a lot of traders exited out of their positions. So when Testnet V3 happens again, you're going to see, or when it happens for the first time, you know, we had V2. When Testnet V3 happens, you're probably going to see it fly, due to the anticipation of everyone thinking Pulsechain is right around the corner. So I said I wasn't going to keep this stream too long today. I do have to go to work in a little bit, so I kind of have a cold. I was kind of trying to get a feel for everything, see how it works, how the screen sharing works. So, like, don't mind if I'm 2 more years of a bear. I don't see that. It's a lot of bear market. If we follow the trends, we have 3 years up, 1 year down usually, to go off record. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see in the next couple months what the market decides to do. But I think once we leave the bear market, it's going to be hard to tell too, because I think a lot of crypto will just go sideways. We're just not going to go down anymore. We'll hit our bottom and our lows. So I don't know how to get you off my screen now. Let me see. Okay, I like that a little better. All right, so not sure if anyone, if you got, I like that a little better. All right, so not sure if anyone, if you got, I like that a little better. All right, so Okay, I don't like that.
Not sure if you got like that a little better. All right, so
see, I'm trying to work out the kinks. I'm not really quite sure how to use everything on here yet. But yeah, that's pretty much a little overview and what I think is going to happen coming up soon. So, stream glitching. Oh, did my screen froze? Is my screen frozen? It's hard to get feedback when I don't really have many viewers. But let's see. I am not exactly sure why my screen froze, if there's a malfunction somewhere. So I'm going to end it for now. As you know, I'm going to try to do this once a week, every Thursday. So try to get the kinks out and improve where I can. But yeah, thanks everyone for checking this out, and I will see you next week.